Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
I want to get into the trade partners. I think that's a really important thing that a lot of our listeners would can find value in is you can still put them through that process of understanding if they're the right person by going through the values. You can understand if it's the right seat pretty clearly based upon your scope and as well as their skill set for that trade partner. But what are you doing to manage that relationship? I mean, obviously they're only as loyal to you as you are able to give them work at a certain extent, right? Like if you can't give them a job, they've got to take other work. Yep. So how do you manage those relationships? Are you firing trade partners regularly? Or like, are you pruning those, or no, like we keep them no matter what? Or like, how does that work for you?
These are such good questions. I'll start with the last question and work backwards. I can't remember, you posed a few there, but like we are not regularly firing trade partners. No.
Okay. You're keeping them as long as you can.
We want these relationships to be as long lasting as possible, right? Because just like with W-2 employees, with trade partners, that like when you bring somebody new in, you're kind of starting over to a certain degree of bringing them into your culture, and there's a learning curve for them to understand what it means, like what we mean by a quality project. Like what is the Bunn and Sons standard? What is the Bunn and Sons way? The first job or two we do with any trade partner, even if they're a really good fit, is usually like it's a little bumpy, right? It's like having you got a new guy on the team, right? Like sorry, I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like
it's like going on a first date. Dancing around.
Yeah,
gotcha.
It's really good. Now we're on that first date, like we're pretty sure we're reasonably well aligned. We have, right. They have confidence in us and we have confidence in them that this is going to be worth our time, but it takes time to build that up. Yeah. Some of our trade partners are guys like we're still working with some of the trade partners that I onboarded and started working with like 9 years ago when I first called, an electrician or somebody like a specialty trade. Most of those relationships have gone through some turnover over the past, it's been almost 10 years, though I would say for our business, it's really more looking at the past 4 to 6 years is when we really got kind of focused on what we were, kind of the model that we're using now. So yeah, we don't regularly fire trade partners. We don't want to be doing that. It's not good. Turnover's tough, right? Whether it's W-2 or at trade partners.
Yeah.
So that the things that we try to do, the things that we focus on to maintain those trade partner relationships is, a couple of things. I think it's pretty simple, right? The first thing is, our process for a project is we've got a 2-part process. There's pre-construction development, and then there's the build phase, right? So we do fixed price contracting. We do like a very granular level of project development before we go over and start tearing a place up and swinging hammers, right? So as part of that process, the trade partners they're on the team. They're part of that, right? So the first time they see a job isn't the day they're walking in there to rough it in, right? They have been on the train with us from usually from very, very early conversations with a potential client about what it would look like to do this project, The other side of that coin is we don't call those trade partners and start asking them for help on a project until we're reasonably certain that it's going to turn into a contract, right? Like we're not calling them to, hey, can you bid, sort of thing, right? And they get 2 out of 10 that we send their way or something, right? So we don't waste their time. How's that, right? We're not wasting their time. They appreciate that.
Yeah.
The other thing is this is so simple, but like we pay their invoices on time. We're not.
It's not as simple as you think.
Well, part of this, like some of this is tied back to our operational philosophy and how we operate our business. It's like we're not a pay when paid sort of a situation with our subs. That's not the relationship we have. It's not net 90 or net 120 or something crazy like that. It's like, you finish roughs, send us the invoice, we're going to pay you. You finish trim, finish the invoice, we're going to pay you. Or whatever progress, sort of a payment schedule we have worked out for that sub, and whatever makes sense, right? Depending on the trade. So
sounds like you have moral courage.
Yeah, well, like these guys, like they're
Yeah.
They they performed work. They deserve to be paid, right? Like they held up their end of the
Absolutely,
bargain, you know?
And
that's a lot.
it's also pretty crazy that is a differentiator for some.
Isn't it? Yeah.
You know, like it's wild.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you, so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, we've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.